Welcome, beautiful souls. This is your August 3rd to August 9th collective monthly forecast. And if you do want to learn more about your individual zodiac signs forecast for the week, then definitely go to that playlist. I'm working through them and uploading them. So we're going to get back on track here. Just bear with me. But, they will be uploaded this week for you. So here we are going to start with the Mars entering Libra on August 6th event, and that's highlighting love and relationships. So as Mars moves into diplomatic Libra, it's going to shift energy from direct force to a more harmonious negotiation and relationship balance for you. So let's see what else you have going on here. So we have the Five of Cups and the Five of Wands. So we can see that there may be some things that are going on that you have been avoiding talking about, just because you know that it is a little more of a challenging, complex type of conversation to have. And you may also have tried to have that conversation before and it just really didn't lead to any results, or it just made you a little frustrated trying to work through that previously. But we do see like that opportunity here opening up, allowing for everyone to relax, to approach the situation in a calm, peaceful manner that is also allowing you to be open to any suggestions or any back and forth, and just being flexible and adaptable here. And that's not just saying you, this is also the opportunity for your partner to do that as well. So let's see what else as far as relationships go here. Wonderful. So we have true love coming up here. We also have a spark. Interesting, because I was wondering, I was like, is this about like just the process, or is this about your partner? And this is about your partner. So this could very well be a life partner that you have here. For me, I do believe that you can have more than one soulmate here. But however this resonates with you, we are seeing that this could be a twin flame, or this could be your life partner, your soulmate here that we're talking about. So it would make sense. I mean, you would do it in any type of relationship, but it really makes sense here, just because this is a special individual that you do want to try to work through your differences in a balanced, calm, peaceful type of manner. So let's see what challenges may come up for you. So we do have courage here. Okay. Your strength, your willpower. So it may be, like I said, we did speak a little bit about like these may be recurring conversations. So it may be something that was asked for previously and didn't happen, or you are still sort of working through that, you or your partner. And it may be both of you that have some things that you want to work on, and areas that you want to improve on. And I'm hearing like some of you may be like, well, they didn't really put much effort to the stuff they were going to work on, so neither did I. Or it could be just that you're both busy, or you have a lot of other things going on, and it just hasn't been as high of a priority for each of you. Is really that time and that opportunity to open a new chapter and to really start working on those things that you both feel are important. So we do have that sun coming out with positivity, and again, just as that being a challenge here, it's going to be so important for you to approach this in a constructive manner. So really call on your emotional intelligence, your empathy, your diplomacy, and your ability to create harmonious and stable environments here to help you and assist you at this time. Because I know like things are frustrating. I'm a Libra rising, and I know like that when enough is enough, it's enough. You know what I'm saying? So things can get a little frustrating at times. So we definitely see that. But just try to, regulate your emotions as a part of the process, and take those moments away and do your breath work, do your meditations, do any other self-care practices that you think you might need to help you to stay balanced and calm and have these conversations. So we also have, we just said reflection there. Excuse me. And I do feel like the reflection component is helpful for a couple of reasons. One we just talked about, is going to help you to find peace and tranquility as you're kind of working through the things that you need. But it also helps to bring out, again, that emotional intelligence, the emotional regulation part of things that can help you to have like those difficult discussions, but in a manner that still maintains the relationships and doesn't, degrade anyone's energy or being at all. So we also have the priestess coming out with you, knowing, and there may even be some truths that are coming out here or that you may need to face here as a result of this. So if you are open-minded and approaching the situation as such, then you will be open to hearing and understanding the needs of your partner and where they're coming from. And you'll be able to also kind of pull yourself out and look at things from a higher perspective so that you can see things from other viewpoints and other sides, and you can do that from an objective space. Okay, so connect with your abilities, your intuition, your higher self, and really look at letting that ego go aside. Use the ego just for motivation to understand like how you're feeling and what you want to communicate. Everything else, leave the ego behind and open yourself up. So I also want to look at guidance here. So we have recognition. So we do have wonderful things coming to you if you are able to open yourself up and be flexible and adaptable and control your emotions as part of the process and really work through the contrast that may be coming up in a constructive way. It's really going to lead to success and victory, and you're going to really be pleased with yourself and be proud of yourself for talking through things and getting on the same accord, and of course working on things individually, but also working on the things for your relationship together as well. What else? Let's get some oracles here. So we have you realizing you have all the qualities to be a leader and learning new things to help you advance into the future. So this to me is about you utilizing all the tools and talents and gifts that you do have within you, and knowing who you truly are and knowing what you are truly about, and using that and leveraging that energy to have those conversations and to work through any contrast that does come your way. You may also learn new strategies or new ways of thinking or ways of communicating here in this process as well. So as they're bringing things to you that they need, you may want to take the time to research that or to figure out ways, like if you want to spend more time together, well, it doesn't take a lot of research for that, but you can research different things that you can do as a couple. Or if you feel like you want to just apply this to your health and well-being, there's definitely a lot of different areas that you can research to find ways to better take care of yourself. So however you are applying this, there is research that you can do. You can also meditate. You can open yourself up to receive downloads and guidance and messages, and then you can also pay attention to signs and synchronicities as well. So it's like a lot of different avenues that you can go down to support yourself and to receive any guidance or information that you think you may need, because it's all within you, and it's just a matter of you connecting with that, and the universe is kind of sending you different things along the way to help you to remember. Okay. All right, what other guidance do we have here? Okay, so I'm just going to take that in reverse since it's completely reversed. So we have connecting with your spirituality here. We do have the Hierophant coming out. So that is really that confirmation of like, yes, definitely go within. You may see the signs, you may see the synchronicities, but ultimately that is you providing that to you. So it's within you, but if you feel like you're having difficulties there, then look for those signs. Like if you do it right now, you pay attention to what the time is right now. After you're finished watching this video, go look up the spiritual meaning of those numbers, and I guarantee there's going to be messages there for you. Okay, so just in whatever ways you feel comfortable and that feels aligned with you, connect with your source, with your intuition, with your guides, and receive those messages. We also have, okay, wonderful. So we do have a little bit of recovery time coming here, and this could be you all just working through that conflict, because with the fives, we typically do see that conflict, but it's also with the fives, it's like conflict that you can work through. It's not something that's too overwhelming, that's too much for you to handle. So know that there is a solution, and it's probably one that's not that difficult for you. It's just a matter of you working with your partner to come to that point and identify what that is. What else? So we do have the Four of Cups here. All right. Interesting. Okay, so as a part of this process, you definitely want to be grateful and appreciative, because although, you know, we did say in the beginning, you may have talked about these things before. Some of these things that you need or your partner needs may have been talked about, and, you know, you may have just lost sight of it and hadn't placed focus on it. So in that process, start with gratitude, start with appreciation for what you have and how far you've come. And even if there was a period where you did do that and then you kind of lost sight of it or lost track of it because other things became a priority, go back to that time and just reflect on that and identify, like, what did you do to be successful with that? How are you able to incorporate those needs into your lifestyle, and get some ideas from that, as well as, you know, do your other self-care practices to receive more information and wisdom, and use that as your basis for your communications. It's like, yeah, you know, I know, you know, we agreed to spend more time together, and, you know, I just started working more, but, you know, at that time I decided, you know, I'm only going to do 2 hours of overtime a day instead of 4. And then now I'm doing 4 hours a day again because, you know, that's just what the circumstances apply. So maybe we can do like 2.5, or we can do 3 hours and still get a little more time together. So just, you know, ways that you can work through things that you need to, and use like your previous experiences to help you, like leverage those to to identify new ways and ideas of how you can kind of meet each other's needs as well as your own needs. So what else do we have here? Let's get a couple oracles. So we have a new story. Wonderful. So this is that new beginning, that new portal that is truly opening. And then what else? We have Tree of Souls with collective wisdom, kinship, and group. Collective wisdom. I love that, because not only, because I was speaking to really going within and getting what you need from yourself, but this is also speaking about, yeah, there is the collective, there's that knowledge and wisdom bank available to you. So your soul family, your soul tribe, anyone that you do feel comfortable, that you know has your best interest in mind, that you are feeling like you're able to be vulnerable and to share. You don't have to share everything, but if you're just looking for some guidance, then, you know, just share what you feel is appropriate enough to get the information that you feel like you're open to. And, you know, just those individuals are out there for you. So just don't forget that if you feel like you do need other support systems, reach out for that. I also am hearing this could be a licensed professional as well, a therapist, a psychologist, if you feel like you do need that type of support here as well. So whatever you feel like you need, reach out. Okay, wonderful. All right, so what I'm going to do here is we're going to move to the next few transits, and they're really kind of combined into spiritual growth and development, as well as just your expansion, nurturing that. And you can even apply some of this to love as well. So just however it resonates, but we're really going to go and stick with the more spiritual development and growth path here and see what comes out for that. But we do have this Lionsgate portal on August 8th that's opening. And essentially it is a powerful manifestation portal that is allowing you to sort of activate that inner light and creativity and your soul's purpose. So this happens when the sun in Leo aligns with the star Sirius and the Orion constellation, creating a gateway for higher dimensional light codes to enter Earth. So it amplifies manifestation power, spiritual awakening, DNA activation, and heart-centered leadership. So this is a huge opportunity for you to really set your soul-aligned intentions to meditate and connect with your higher self. And it's so wonderful here. We have the 10 of Cups coming out. So that is really just that confirmation of blessings and abundance coming to you and being available to you. So that is so wonderful. I love that. And that's really what the focus is, because that's what I want to get a couple cards here on. What is the focus for you during that time? Okay, and also let me mention the other two here before we get too far along. So we do have that Lionsgate portal opening on August 8th, and we also have the full moon in Aquarius on August 9th. So this illuminates release, collective consciousness, authenticity, and breakthroughs. And then we also have the Venus-Jupiter conjunction on the mornings of August 11th and 12th. And that's more on the cusp of next week, but you're still going to feel some of that energy. So we have a brief but potent alignment in Cancer that's amplifying love, spiritual abundance, and your expansion. Wonderful. Okay, now. All right, so what does it say? Justice. Interesting. So we have karma balancing itself out. And I also feel like very strongly this is, as we're talking about that Lionsgate portal and the karma coming out. So yeah, this is an amazing time for you to let go and release the past, release any lower vibrational energies, release any belief systems, any actions, any behaviors that you feel are keeping you from living your dream life, from going down your life purpose, that path, and for anything that you feel like is just keeping you stuck and stagnant. It's really time to focus on letting that go, and then shift your focus on what it is you are desiring, what it is your sole purpose and your true reason for being here. I love it. We also have here the 7 of Cups here. So I want to look at obstacles here. Excuse me. All right, so this may allude to you needing to just readjust your plans, really think about where you're at and where you want to go, and sort of refine that vision that you're seeing here, because you might have a lot available to you. Not might, you do. A lot of different avenues you can go down, a lot of different paths that you can take, a lot of different options, projects. There's a lot of different belief systems out there. There's a lot of different soul families and soul tribes out there. So you can really expand your mind in any direction that you see fit and that works for you. We also have, what is this? The Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay. You may feel like just deciding on your path and figuring out what and who you are, why you're here, all of that may be a little overwhelming to you. It may even make you feel like you don't necessarily want to deal with that right now, because there's so many other things that's actually going on in the 3D here that, you know, spirituality, health and wellness, that tends to take a lower priority when there's like active things going on that you're dealing with in your environment. So it's going to be so important for you to really identify what is your priority and what's important to you. And I feel like spirituality, that your spiritual growth and development is important to you. It is a priority to you. So this is about not forgetting that, not losing that in the process, and staying focused on those goals that you have for yourself. So we also have the Ace of Swords in reverse here, and wonderful. Okay, so I am seeing like, I don't feel like you're going to have issues here. I feel like if you stay focused, if you really figure out what your priorities are and you really minimize the noise and the distractions around you and stay focused, I don't feel like you're going to have these issues here with finding your motivation and for allowing those breakthroughs to come to you. However, you may experience those issues. So if you feel yourself there in those moments, you have it here, this information, so you will recognize that and you will decide what self-care practice is going to help you to get back on track with your goals and to get back to connecting with source and who you are. And I'm hearing like meditation may be one way to do that, journaling, getting out into nature, grounding yourself. We have, let's look at any guidance here. So we have the 9 of Wands. Okay, So also you are being guided to just let it flow. Let it flow. Don't overthink things. Don't try to plan for things. You may find yourself even adjusting the plan anyway. So, of course you can identify like a couple of things like, oh, I want to try to meditate twice a week or something. So, that's a plan, but that's not like something that you're sitting detailed down like, okay, at 8:01, I'm going to start breathing. I'm going to do 10 breaths in, and you know what I mean? So that's just, what I'm saying. Like, yeah, you can have a plan, you can have some ideas, but just don't overthink it. Whatever you're guided to do, whatever feels right to you and brings you peace in the moment, or just brings clarity to you, or it's an area where it's like, yeah, this is where I'm going. This is what feels good to me. Then go for it. Experiment. Allow yourself to be creative and just let life flow through you here. What else? So we actually got 2 here. So we got the World. And really pay attention if you are letting any distractions come your way, because you may be not allowing yourself to let go of some things, or let some old philosophies, ideas, beliefs die and dissipate and go away, and open yourself up to new ones. So some of you may find that is a little difficult for you, and that you find yourself repeating the same cycles here. So be very, very mindful as that comes up, because again, we have that new portal coming through, and this is really that perfect opportunity for you to decide like who you are, and for you to start remembering more of your authentic self here. We also have the 6 of Swords here. Okay, so that's very clear that you may struggle with moving forward here, closing out chapters, and this may be a particular person as well. So philosophies, ideas, but also individuals here that you may struggle with letting go of. So just so you are aware of that, we know it's not easy to do, you being in the 3D, having this human experience, but that is the beauty of it. That is the journey, and ultimately it doesn't matter what you do. It's about your reactions in the moments, how you're handling situations, and when I say it doesn't matter what you do, I mean that you will decide when you're ready what you're going to release. So there's not any judgment there. It's just more about like how soon you're going to be ready to do that, and what you experience and deal with until that time. So it's totally up to you in that sense. So hopefully I explained that. I feel like I made that a little confusing, but hopefully you get what I'm saying here. Just basically, there's no mistakes. You're not wrong if you can't let go yet. You're not wrong. When you're ready, you will do it. Just know that you may experience things that you don't prefer until you are ready to do that. So yeah, I think that's a better way to explain it there. All right, what else? So we have the King of Rings, the King of Pentacles here. Awesome. And I feel like this is a strong message about taking accountability and taking ownership over your power and what it is that you're desiring and what it is that you need and what it is that you want, because it is time for you to really decide that, to really narrow things down and focus and take inspired action. And you can apply this really in any area is what I'm hearing. So we're really speaking about spiritual growth and development here, but if you can apply this to career or relationships, then that's what you're being guided to do. So if there's any areas where you feel like you're not standing strong enough, not being firm enough, you're not setting healthy boundaries, or you're not as focused, those are the areas here that are coming up and being highlighted and saying like, yeah, you are this leader. You are strong, you are wealthy, you are abundant, you're a provider, you're a protector here, and it is time for you to get back into that space and that energy, because that is part of who you are. So again, remembering who your authentic self is, and leveraging those qualities about yourself here in this journey. We do have the Four of Wands. Wonderful. Finally, we got something upright here as well. But this, I feel like, is just that new chapter that we talked about. So we see like maybe initially, or it may take a little bit of time for you to get to that place where you are opening yourself up to that, and you're really willing to let things go, to let energy go, to not allow yourself to be distracted and to stay focused. Then that is the new portal that you're opening. That is the new chapter that you're opening here. So the question is really, what are you desiring? What does this look like? This new chapter, this new version of you. Let's see. Wonderful. Okay, so I love to see that, because initially it was looking like, okay, you're not quite ready here, but then we do have as outcomes the possibility that you absolutely are, and you just need to do it in your own time. There's nothing wrong with that. And again, there's no wrong choice. It's not like, oh, you must do it this month or you must do it in the next 3 days. That just doesn't exist. Time is really just a construct here. We know that. So when you're ready, it is there, and it's leading you to abundance, to blessings, and anything that you're letting go of. Always remember that it is to allow better to come towards you, to allow what is actually aligned with you to come towards you, and for you to connect with that. So more abundance, more prosperity, more fulfillment available as you release things that are keeping you from that. Okay, let's see. So let's go here, get some oracles. Okay, so we have following your heart will lead you to the right things, and don't stop living your life because of someone else. Interesting here. So this is helpful for some of you as you're having these conversations on your relationship, or just as you are deciding what belief systems, what traditions, what values are right to you and who you are at this time. You're letting those old constructs go. And this is just about you remembering to move forward and to stay focused on what's right for you. Because some things, the teachings, all of that just are not aligned with who you authentically are. And you know that, and you're letting those things go. So follow your heart and trust you are leading you down the right path. Okay. What else? Where else do we want to go? Let's go here. So we have you following this stream. Here's another confirmation of following your heart. Dedication, trust, future rivers and oceans. So this is, this is speaking very loudly to the abundance and fulfillment that is headed your way. The more you open yourself up, the more you release what's not for you, the more better can come to you. And this is really that confirmation. So I do love to see that. We also have the records. Remember why you came, be bold, and your legacy. So some of you may actually are able to connect and with the Akashic records. So if I can get it out. So some of you do connect with that, and you ask questions, you receive. If not, and you are interested in it, I feel like this could be a confirmation for some of you to explore that type of work. I know that you do need special permissions to do that, but if you feel you are called to do that, then absolutely research that, expand your mind through that process. Okay, so let's get like 2 more here. So we have, manifestation. I love that, because we were talking about the portal earlier, but this is also that confirmation here for me. It doesn't matter what you apply this to. So we talked about love, we talked about spirituality. It does not matter what you're applying this to. This is really this time for you, especially with the sun here, like to speak your truth, to remember who you are, remember what you have, to remember how powerful you are, and remember that you already have everything that you need. It's just a matter of you expanding your mind, your consciousness to connect to that state of you that has everything. So we do have the magical tools. Wonderful. So if any of you are into journaling, that might be a self-care practice for you that's going to be helpful to you during this time to really anchor in that higher dimensional level of being and existing. So you may want to do that through some writing practices. We also have the master number 22, so I am going to put a link in the description if you're open to watching a short on that. You can also Google it if you feel called to do that, but there will be some messages there for you if you do decide to explore that. Wonderful. Okay, thank you so much everyone for watching.